Hello and welcome to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. In fact, this is literally the episode naweza sema tumeweka nyama mingi sana. Najua mshasikia the Kenya Meat Commission has been transferred from the Ministry of Agriculture to the Ministry of Defense. But then again, who knows how to handle beef better than the military? And the Agriculture CS, Peter Munya, has defended the move, saying that either way, the military has been the Kenya Meat Commission's biggest customer, confirming the claims by haters that kutoka kitambo, ng'ombe zimekuwa zikiingia jeshi kwa wingi. In other circles, people now think they understand why mtu lazima angaliwe kama akona meno yote before apewe job huko. Saizi mtaani huwezi potea alafu urudi kama umenona. Mimi mtu hawezi niambia kitu jamani kama aliingia jeshi. Mi personally kwanza nahurumia supplier mwenye Kenya Meat Commission ilikuwa na deni yake before ihamishwe. Najua wakati walikuwa kwa agriculture ungewatisha kidogo uwalete juu alafu wakulipe deni yako. Wewe sasa unaweza pelekana na KDF na nyama. And the complaints. Usiingie hiyo butchery ni ya jeshi. Utaisikia vile wako na nyama gumu. Now we have a great show lined up for you. Our guest for this episode is one of the wittiest women I know. She has had countless appearances on the trend. She even hosted the show for a while, but now she works for BBC. Shiro Morioki is in the house.
Hey.
I also have some great vibes from Telkom Kenya. Kama kawaida, manze usiwahi jipata na pressure ya data bundles. Na tunaimba hapa mambo ya affordable data bundle packages kila wiki. I'll tell you more about that in a bit. I also have 2,000 bob worth of Telkom airtime najisikia kukupatia. Stand by for details ya vile unaweza ipata. But first, this week, stakeholders in the Ministry of Education held talks concerning the reopening of schools in October. But according to the Kenya National Union of Teachers, KNUT Secretary General Wilson Sosion, schools are not even ready to reopen in January.
Education remains underfunded, and we don't think if at the rate in which the sector is moving, the country and schools will not be ready for resumption in January. That's the truth.
Now, this argument by Sosion holds water on different fronts. One, most schools have been turned into rental houses, and by law, ukitaka kuhamisha mtu kwa nyumba yako lazima umpatie ama unafaa umpatie notice ya kama 3 months. We are already in October. Now do the math. And by the come to think of it, if we are already in October, why are students going, what are students going to do in school for 2 months only? Keep in mind, the first month after opening is always set to discuss how the holiday was. Na hizo ni holidays za kawaida, 1 month, 3 weeks. Hii sasa wanatoka vacation. And there's a proposal to customize exams to cover up to Form 3 work for Form 4s. Hiyo ni moto. Panga line. 1 plus 1, 2. Aya, we unaenda Maseno University. Aya, next. 1 plus 1, 3. We ni kama utaigia jeshi. Now, but why would the government suggest that students go to school for 2 months in a year? Unless the goal is to give all Kenyan students a taste of what it's like to do a course at the University of Nairobi. Unajua UN hapa kuna mtu anapiga diploma yake na miaka 8 safi juu ya ma-strike. The good news is that the government has set aside billions of shillings towards the preparedness for the resumption of normal school curriculum. But despite that, there are people who are still concerned about whether social distancing can be achieved in schools. Mtu atawezaje kununua KDF kwa school canteen ukiwa 1.5 meters away? That will kill the vibe. But then again, there's a way to ensure proper social distancing in school. All students to go back to school, but the only subjects zikuwe chemistry, maths na physics. Mpaka corona ishe. You do not need to force social distancing in any of these subjects. It comes naturally. Mtu wa kwanza akipata 40%, wa pili anakuanga na 19.5. Show me a better way to execute social distancing. Now, talking of social distancing, there's no reason whatsoever, Maze, you should ever be separated from the internet when we have Telkom Kenya out here offering the most affordable data packages in the market. Na ni ukweli, I'm talking about 30 GB na thao moja peke yake unapata, ukiwa na 100 peke yake unapata 2 GB na inakuja na another 2 GB in the form of night bundles ama 700 MBs at 60 bob coming with another 700 MB night bundles. And to get a taste of this experience, I have 2,000 bob worth of Telkom airtime nataka kukupatia. So just give me a reason why you would need 2K airtime. unataka hiyo credo, nipatie tu reason, any reason yenye inabamba on any platform. Tag Telcom Kenya. Myself, Dr_Kingori on Twitter and Instagram, Dr. Kingori on Facebook, that's Dr. Kingori. Credo ya last week inaendea at roughroad_98, at roughroad_98, on the question on what would end the perceived beef between men and women. Alisema, the toxicity can only end if we understand that we need each other, irrespective of our genders. Just like talents are given to different talents so that we can complement each other and look up to each other, what we accomplish. Then, if we realize that I need you, I will treat you well so as not to lose what you bring into my life. Now, we recently had content creator Chebet Rono on the show, but we could not finish the interview because alipata anxiety attack in the middle of the interview. His anxiety attack ili come after I asked about the sacrifices she's ever made for another human being. Na wewe unasema umelipia mse rent, alafu?
Na nikamwambia tu, umeclown kubali, chukua hizi your clown uniform, nikaivaa, because what was I doing? Like, hata nikijiuliza, umse hakuwa nijenga, hakuwa nisaidia, I don't know why. Can we, like, stop a bit?
Tuendelee tu. So this is the weekend edition. No one can judge you.
No, as in, for it, can we actually stop? Like, I have an anxiety attack.
Now, Shiro Morioki lit up the internet recently when she tweeted about a girl carrying a pan to her boyfriend's house to make chapatis. Mi ukiniuliza, that's the literal definition of made with love. But now, in a world where we have a long-running debate about the boundaries of how much you can do in a relationship before dowry or before marriage, kwanza history ya dem kufulia chali yake. Who better to break this conversation down than one Shiro Morioki? Aki, we are back with her on the other end of this short commercial break. Labda ni alibeba pan. We'll find out. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Leo tunataka kujua how much people are willing to do for love, ama what people have done for love. And our guest leo ni one of the wittiest women I have ever met, I have ever known. Shiro Morioki, ladies and gentlemen. Karibu sana.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me. Being back here is nostalgia. I love it. Not much has changed, but in other ways, a lot has changed.
Them days, Larry days.
Them days, yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Ulichokoza sana. Ulichokoza sana na story ya Kadema.
Thank you. I was young and foolish then.
No, that was you. As you know, this story is coming from, for those who don't know, Shiro alisema, she tweeted something about a lady carrying a pan kwa handbag to go cook chapos for the boyfriend. That was you.
No! But I've done foolish things though.
What's the foolishest thing you've ever seen?
Mi by then nijipeleka kwa hostel ya mtu kumpigia nguo pasi. And I ironed.
So that's a bad thing. That's not crazy. That's being, inaitwaje, unaitanga wife material. Okay.
You know, the thing is, and this is something I noticed a lot when I was in campus. You see, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with doing things for the person you love, because I'm in a very committed relationship right now and I'm doing all those things. You know, I cook, I clean. However, me by then nilipelekwa campus kusoma. But the thing that I noticed with girls in campus, mpaka babes used to skip class. Babes used to, you know, your boyfriend is in class and you're in the same class, but you're back at his hostel ukimfulia nguo.
Anajua anasikia poa sana akiona unamuita babes bado.
By babes, I mean girls. In fact, I should just use the proper English and not come here with colloquialisms. And yeah. So those are the things girls used to do. And I did it myself. That time when I was ironing, I was supposed to be in class. That was a foolishness.
Oh, not like doing it is wrong, washing sijui clothes for someone is wrong. When, as in it, what's wrong is not doing what you're supposed to do.
You're not putting yourself as a priority. You've put everyone before yourself as a priority. And please remember, umepelekwa campus na wazazi or your family kusoma.
But unajua, someone would argue that unaona hizi vitu zenye umeenda campus kufanya ni zile vitu watu walikuwa wanafunzwa traditionally kitambo. Sasa wewe umeenda kuzilearn campus.
People also learn witchcraft traditionally, but no one is going to learn it in campus. Show me the traditional healing class.
Udem wa pan, huwa kubeba pan kwenda kupikia chali yake chapatis. Why do you find that crazy? You see sacrifice that, that's love.
Be first, why doesn't that guy have a pan? But they go make chapos. Make them. But why must I bring my own equipment?
But in fact, by the way, when you say it like that, it brings out another image, yeah? Udem ni kama, because it's not the first time, it's not day one. Yeye kuja na pani yake anarudi.
Habitually, every weekend, alafu unaiosha, alafu. And then, I tell you boys, haski kitu, ukiona dem akiteseka, first, because apparently the plan was, weekends, she's going to sleep over at the guy's hostel, sindio?
Yes.
So ametoka kwa pan, kwake na pan, she goes to class with that pan in her bag the whole day. People are just hearing the clinking and clanking of utensils. Unatoa full scaps, unasikia pingli ni pan.
Kuanga tu wakati udem wako.
And wafu nashindwa what kind of pan it was. Nizi non-stick ama it was those, you know the old ones, the black ones that are flat. So kotizi the whole day. And this boy cannot be bothered to, by the way, please go make chapatis for those. Even though he doesn't marry you, at least he'll be a very good chapati maker.
Now, I like that you say that, even if he doesn't marry you.
And chances are he will not, because this is the thing that also I think young girls need to understand. When you show yourself, or you show this dude that you're willing to do anything for him, imagine hakuna heshima hapo. Guys like having to work. And this is something that a lot of men have told me. Just the thrill of the chase.
Yes.
Lakini you're the man. You don't have to buy a pan. I'm sure there is someone who's texting you. Do you have a pan?
I do.
Because that is maybe someone is that
No,
texting
I
you.
do.
Unaongea stories za pan alafu wewe huna.
No pun intended.
You should be so ashamed of yourself.
I am. But since you said something, like, it's not a guarantee that someone will marry you even after doing all that.
Yeah.
So, Basi, how much are people allowed to do, especially for the ladies, when in a relationship before marriage, Basi?
You see, the thing is, I can't make a blanket statement as to what you should do, because there are chicks who went and did wife material things for their boyfriends, and then after campus, this guy married you. I think what the rule of thumb should be, what are you getting? Are you getting from this relationship as much as you're giving?
That means the relationship ni madeni. Like, what I do
no,
to
say
you...
deni. But you see, the thing is, even you, I'm sure you'll not be comfortable in a relationship where you're the one who's paying for everything. This chick, you've never seen, you don't even know if her clothes have pockets because she's never entered her pocket. Or she can't even feel free to come to a date without a handbag, because that handbag, what is it carrying?
Yeah.
Clearly not her wallet. So even you wouldn't feel good. And I've seen it so many times online, guys feeling exploited because financially you're the one who's carrying this girl, and you're both in campus, you're both not financially independent, but she still gets money from her parents and from you. So of course, if a relationship, exploitation can happen on both sides. Eh?
Yes.
The girl can exploit you. You're buying her weave worth 15,000 shillings, and that 15,000 shillings is your help. No menda kununulia mtu nywele. It doesn't make any sense.
Bado akuache, so
yeah, and she'll still leave you and go with that nice wig to someone else. See, in that same tweet I mentioned, there's a chick who went from Madaraka to Kasarani with a mop. Not a duster. You know, a duster, you can fold it quietly in your bag and all. You're crossing town looking like a prophet from the Old Testament. So, unaambia nini watu when you're coming back home with a wet mop?
Hiyo ni love in a unique way. As in, this guy, hata kama atakuacha, they always remember.
No, the thing that makes me ask a few questions is, you're just chilling in your house. You're seeing this girl every weekend coming with a mop and going back with a mop. You don't think, okay, fine, I'm really enjoying having my house clean, so I just buy this girl a mop.
See, probably the guy was testing her patience.
Why are we the ones always to sit these examinations? Which exams do guys sit?
They do. Kama
Which
you
one?
can afford, see, new angalia nini security, one, if someone can protect you.
But
financial security pia.
Yeah,
kama
but then
someone can
when we're
afford
asking for security, we can protect me. Am I expecting you to come to the club with a bow and arrows? Will I bring gangsters to your house to see whether you'll fight them?
you. Okay.
No!
Okay. But sasa basi, in terms of what someone owes you, the threshold, yeah, someone, kama nyinyi basi, you
I don't
have a
like the
threshold.
word owing though, because
It is.
I don't
If
like
someone
owing
did-
because that leads to feelings of entitlement on both sides, where I feel I'm entitled to your money, I feel I'm entitled to your time, I feel I'm entitled. But there's a threshold of human decency, basic decency. For instance, Kingori, if you're in campus and you're in the same class with your girlfriend and you feel very comfortable watching this girl skip class to do your chores, there's something wrong. If you truly care about this person, you'd care for them to get their education the same way you're there to get your education. Kama unacha dem kwa room and you guys are in the same class, na wewe unapita campus as she's spending kusho's washing your clothes, is that love?
Depends.
On
The person, not me. I wouldn't do that.
Not you, exactly.
No, not me.
Yeah, because
But maybe the person-
you have human decency, and that is where we have to draw the line. Is there human decency? You know, we're not asking you to cross oceans, buy this girl a car, none of those things. Human decency. Treat people the way you'd like to be treated. That's it.
Basic
And you see when
concept.
people call us, you feminists, and imagine all women are asking is, imagine treat us the way you'd like to be treated. That's it. Imagine it's not a scientific concept. Either true. Treat us the way you'd like to be treated. Either true.
We had Rono on the show, Chebet Rono.
Who I love. She's so fun.
Maze, but she couldn't actually finish the interview because she got an anxiety attack katikati ya show. Tulikuwa tumemuuliza swali like the craziest things she's ever done. Maget. And then she akaenda akasema ati she paid rent for someone for 3 months. Kabla hiyo story ishi anxiety attack ikakam.
Oi.
Because chances are maybe waliachana na huyo mtu. Maget.
Yeah.
Are there things that where personally you've ever done hizo before you are like, other than tu hizo za kufua daru
Like
nini, and you're
financial support,
yani huyu
I've done
hakuona.
it. I've done it, but it's because I knew what I was getting back in that relationship. Oh, he was supporting me in other ways. And
So it's a trade, ama?
when you call it a trade, when you think about it, interpersonal relationships are all about trade. Imagine me, I'm not Jesus Christ.
Ni biashara.
It's not, I wouldn't call it biashara, but if you're in a relationship with someone, it's not even just like a romantic relationship.
Okay.
Even friends. There's a point at which, like, if you're in a friendship with someone,
Yeah.
and you're there for them, you're being a good friend to them, but then you need them, hawako. So even you'll start rethinking that relationship.
Kwani human
You'll
beings
be
can't
like,
love each other unconditionally? Hakuna terms and conditions.
I think the only people who've loved me unconditionally are my parents, my mom and my late dad. That's it. And Jesus. I'm not going to... People also manage your expectations, but there are times at which even you have to ask yourself, even this friendship, let's even stop talking about boyfriend and girlfriend or romantic relationships in whatever form they come.
Yes.
Even let's talk about basic friendships. I'm sure at a women friendship, when you start thinking, huyu mtu tunasaidiana naye aje.
But unajua,
Yeah.
ubeste, kuna hizo expectations za ubeste na expectations za relationship. That's why in a relationship
they
they talk
different?
of more than friends. You guys are more than friends.
Exactly.
You can actually, in most relationships wanasemanga, someone has to love the other person more than, kuna mtu mmoja anapendwa kushinda.
Yeah, that's advice that we were given as girls. Don't always marry someone who loves you more than you love them. And I think
Na
that...
hata si tuliadvise you hivyo, someone was cheated.
Yeah, you see, I think that's really dangerous advice because kwa your situation, all you're holding back kuona kama huyu mtu atakumit at 70%. So you find a situation, Kingori has been told, you make sure the girl loves you more. Me, I've been told, make sure the guy loves you more. So we are there waiting to be loved more. You're used to there. Like little mice. Waiting to see what's going to happen. I mean, that makes no sense.
Bas, kuna tena story ya vitu zenye you mentioned something when we spoke earlier ukasema the things I have done to be loved. That's a very interesting statement. Na vitu madem ufanya vitu zenye hata wewe ukaivi unajiambianga tu I'm doing this to be loved. I'm doing this to impress the other person. Kuna hizo zenye nini?
You know, like when I was in high school, there was this girl. Well, I'm not going to say which school or whether even we're in the same class because people can start
joining the dots.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do that to anyone. But I remember that this girl was dating someone who kept telling her that she was overweight and she needed to lose weight, and she wasn't. She's actually quite slim, but apparently he likes skinny girls.
Okay.
So she had to. At some point, she said something like a kayamba when she walked because the bones were rattling. She lost all of the weight
for love.
Doing all these like diet pills. When you start finding yourself doing unhealthy things, and then also there's a thing that us girls do where you find a guy being a certain way, and then you decide that you want to give him a makeover physically, emotionally, personality-wise, but you found him like this. What miracles are you expecting? It's the same thing when a man will meet a girl and then anashtuka sana that she's not changing. But you found me like this.
Okay.
This is what you liked. You found me like this.
The right person is technically the person who loves you the way you are.
Exactly.
I argued with someone kabisa about makeup. Like, why do women apply makeup? Because she was like, we don't apply makeup for men. We don't apply makeup. Oh, really?
It's really not for you.
You can win that debate.
Yes. Sure. Let me tell you, I care more about what other women think of me than what men think of me. Imagine.
I don't think you can win that debate.
Yes. It is not for you. It is not for you. And then the men, the thing that I find hilarious is when men say, it's fraud. It's fraud. I feel cheated. Which woman do you know that was born with golden eyelids? How? So you honestly think that when you met me at the club and I had purple and gold, you believe that's how I came out into the world? So that now you can cry fraud when you saw me wiping it. No! Oh no? You mean she doesn't have purple lips?
So basi, if you don't do it for men, mbona mkiwa kwa nyumba mnakaanga hivyo vile mnakaa? But then when you go out,
there's no one. Those nasty girls who will judge me are not in my house.
A woman is a woman's enemy.
No.
For real.
That's a whole other debate that we're going to get into. But I think a human is a human's worst enemy. It doesn't have to be gendered. I'm sure even you, there's a guy who's cut you off at the knees, but no one makes it a gender thing.
No.
So let's go.
Tukona all the time we need for a debate. Time ya Weekend Edition inaweza kuwa kidogo sana, but we're extending this conversation to Nation FM on Monday. On Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. Uko sure utawin your debate?
I got this. I got this.
Aya basi. Tune in to Nation FM on 96.3 pale Monday from 10 to 11. Who can win this debate? That's it for the Weekend Edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.